In the past 8 years, I have been wholesaling real estate. And more specifically, and every single year, I get people asking me, Zach, is wholesaling worth getting into as a beginner with no money at all starting in 2025? Should we start getting into wholesaling? Should we start wholesaling real estate? And I can tell you, let me tell you my credentials if you don't know who I am. My name is Zach Ginn. In the past 8 years, I've done over 2,500 wholesaling real estate deals. That means on average about $25,000 each deal that I have very much cleared the 8-figure mark in assignment fees total in my life. I've made a lot of money. So I first got started in wholesaling real estate at 16 years old, coming on 25 years old. And this business has completely, without a doubt, changed my life. And the craziest thing is the wholesaling game that I got started with is not the same wholesaling game that is presented to you now. And the massive changes going on in wholesaling real estate makes it seem like this game is impossible. This game is hard. It is difficult. And I think a lot of people get this very confused. One thing I can tell you, and I'm not going to give you my biased answer, I will break this all down with you. And I just want to be completely honest and truthful about where wholesaling is right now, where it's going to be in the future, and a lot of the answers, because wholesaling real estate has had some massive changes. I'm no stranger to this, and I've always been talking about these massive changes. More specifically, too, wholesaling real estate has really been splitting people in multiple factions lately that have been telling you all these different things. There are factions of people telling you wholesaling real estate is banned or it's illegal. There are people telling you that wholesaling real estate is not going to be a thing in 2 years, right? There are people telling you that wholesaling's the best thing ever. And then people saying, yeah, you get rich really quick wholesaling. And then you get people telling you that, it's a fake, it's a scam, it's all these things. And I see so many people, and, some people call it the noise. I don't know, out in the world. They say wholesaling has too much noise and you should just quit it or maybe leave and then come back when it's nice. That's kind of stupid too. One thing I'll tell you is wholesaling real estate has massively changed my life. And I will be completely honest with you that I am the exception to the rule for most wholesalers. I am completely aware that most people in general will never reach 8 figures in assignment fees in their entire life, even if they've tried their hardest. I understand this. I know this. But when I look back at a beginner, somebody whose goal is maybe just to quit their job, maybe to make 30, 40, 50 grand a year wholesaling or something like that, right? Maybe they're a teenager trying to get rich and get some paper and do well, right? What about those people too? And so as somebody that is in the upper echelons of wholesalers, right? Like the tippy top, obviously it's worth it for me. I'm making millions and millions and millions of dollars. It's nice. But is it worth it for the beginner? Is it worth somebody who wants to kind of start from the ground up? Well, let me tell a little about where wholesaling's at right now so you can make the decision. I'm not going to give you an entire biased answer. I am just going to look at facts and numbers and figures. Okay. Wholesaling real estate in 2025, there has been a massive split. There's honestly what I've seen are 2 factions of wholesalers coming in the game in 2025. This is more the influencer route. This is more the YouTube route, the social media route that I've personally found. Let me know if I'm lying in the comments. Let me know if I'm being untruthful. But I'll be completely honest with you. I'm telling you the complete truth here. And this is exactly where we're at wholesaling houses in 2025. Number 1, we have faction 1. I would put myself in this faction. We are called the cowboys or the gold miners. There is gold. There's opportunity. And there is so much gold out there that if you can just go to where the gold's at, you, my friend, will get rich. Now, I'll call myself a gold miner. I'll call myself a cowboy when it comes to wholesaling real estate. Call me whatever you want. When I got started in wholesaling, I was a bandit because I was doing bandit signs. Say whatever you want about me. That's what I was. And I still put myself in this faction where I believe if you work hard enough and there's gold there, you will go find the gold. And I personally believe in my mind that if you're not finding gold and you're in an area that has gold, you're probably not working hard enough or you're in the wrong area to find the gold. because I truly believe that it's not that there's no gold anywhere. It's that you're just not finding it. And if you're not finding it, maybe you guys change your strategies and just, hey, if this guy's over here doing gold, why don't you dig right by him? And that's the way I've always approached wholesaling and the faction that I put myself in. Also the Cowboys. I'm the type of guy that, not the football team Cowboys because I'm a winner, but we got a lot of hate for that one. But I'm a guy that goes out here and I truly believe my destiny is completely in my control, not from anybody else. And that's how Cowboys run. That's how they do it, right? And a lot of people treat, a lot of gurus call Cowboys outlaws. I'm not an outlaw. I follow the law. I have lawyers. I use title companies. I make sure everything is above board, and I get AOKs from all legal professionals in the real estate space before I do anything. And I have a large responsibility to you guys doing that, and I make sure to tell you this and let you know this, right? But this is the faction that I am currently in, just so you know my bias and where I am in wholesaling real estate. I am the gold miner. I say there is gold, and if you see me on Instagram, I'm pretty, that's where I'm the biggest on that. Maybe not on YouTube because I get more of the teaching of how to wholesale on YouTube. If you go to my Instagram, I'll probably pop up, oh, here's $60,000 I just made on a deal. Here's some gold. This is where you go get the gold. And here are pickaxes, which cost no money. Then go out here and make it, right? And if you're a man or a woman or a boy or a girl and you have a dream and you're 18, 19, this is the dream. And go out here and strike the riches. Now you have the other faction. And this is not my enemy. This is someone that, I have no ill will towards this type of faction, but this is a faction. I call them the realtor wholesalers. That is exactly what they are. And there's no other way to say this. And I'm not even saying this in a mean way, but like, this is just who they are. They are called the realtor wholesalers. Pretty much it. They are wholesalers that want to be realtors and they want to only deal with realtors, which means they only want to wholesale on the MLS, or you need to be licensed to wholesale real estate. This is faction number 2. And these are the only 2 factions that really you're going to find in the real estate wholesaling influencer space. Say if I'm wrong, you guys can chat it up in the comments below. But this is where we are at. All right. This is it. These are really honestly where wholesaling real estate is at right now. If you have decided, if you want to follow me, you're probably in category 1, but there's people that follow everyone in other categories, right? Now, I want to make this very clear before I get into my opinions. Realtor wholesalers are not scam artists. Realtor wholesalers are legitimate wholesalers. And a majority of these legitimate wholesalers are extremely successful and wealthy individuals that teach people how to do it. And some of these students make a lot of money. So it is not a scam. It is not one. I will tell you this. If you have somebody teaching you wholesaling and they were telling you to be a realtor wholesaler, they're not saying it because they're a complete scam or a terrible person, because they've made money doing this and they think you can too. Now, do I believe you can make way more money wholesaling off market without a license? Yes. Is there a lot less issues with that? Completely. And I'll explain it today too. But most importantly, realtor wholesalers are the other faction. Now, I will give my bias out of the way. Both factions have their own agenda. This is true. I have an agenda making this video. I have an agenda teaching you how to wholesale real estate for free. I have an agenda for a lot of things. Most specifically, I have 3 main agendas for teaching you real estate wholesaling. Okay. So let's talk about agenda 1, 2, and 3. So the third agenda, which is not the biggest agenda you find with cowboy type wholesalers that have YouTube channels, is they find wholesaling deals usually through government lists and or software, specifically Driving for Dollars, right, is one of the softwares. And most of these influencers, let's put me out, right? They say, hey, go use PropStream, and then they have a PropStream affiliate code. Nothing bad about that, but because they use PropStream, they're going to direct you, and then they'll get some money from doing that. Is this a bad thing? Not at all. I've done this before. So yes, because they use the software and they believe in it, they want you to do it, and they know that you're going to sign up either way. So at least let me get a portion of it. Cool, right? So that is the third and probably the lowest level reason why most cowboy gold miner wholesalers do. There's some people that blatantly say that's all I do, which is kind of crazy. I mean, at most you'll make 10, 15 grand a month being an affiliate guy, which is just, it's kind of terrible. You're not making much money doing that, but hey, that's that's reason number 3. Reason number 2, and probably the biggest one for most people, is for you to make money. Actually, JV deals, like being sent wholesaling deals, so people can send you deals. That is reason number 2 of why I do what I do, is because you can go send me wholesaling deals, and hey, you might have a deal. I make it's a $50,000 deal. I make 25, you make 25, and I have my whole team do it. I don't have to look at it, and I don't have to deal with it, and boom, I made. There's a couple of JV deals that are massive that I'm doing currently. There's one where I'll probably net 40, and another one I'll probably net 30. We got at least 100 grand coming in this week of just my splits of 50-50 JV deals from this YouTube channel. So it's like, yeah, I make millions and millions and millions of dollars every year from just people sending me wholesaling deals. So I teach you how to wholesale real estate for free. You get really good at it because I'm teaching you my best stuff. And then you send me deals because you're really good at getting deals. That is my agenda. Now, probably the number 1 agenda too on top of this is, I call it what I like to call it, but I truly believe the way people are teaching wholesaling so bad that I kind of want to have an influence in the space for you to just start learning wholesaling for free. And so my number 1 agenda is to create the largest wholesaling community in the world. That is what my main focus of what I do. And what I mean by this is, if I have the largest wholesaling real estate community, I don't have to struggle with any aspect of wholesaling, and nobody can struggle. What I mean by this is, if you have a deal and you cannot get it sold, you can just go in my community of tens of thousands of people. All the communities are free, and you can find someone. So for example, I've said this a lot, but like, I remember this one guy, he was in Wisconsin, he couldn't sell his deal. I'm like, hey, I made a post, hey, anybody in Wisconsin? And 3 guys, and then he JV'd, and the kid got his first deal, changed his entire life. So those are my 3 main reasons why, my agenda for doing this. And I'm just being completely honest with you. So the main agenda though is to make money. So that is the agenda for faction number 1. Send me real estate deals, send me wholesaling deals. That is my main faction. So I think that has kind of been, and it's crazy to me, right? But like, one thing I will tell you is that this is why I do what I do, right? To make money wholesaling. So I talk about wholesaling to make more money wholesaling. Pretty fun. Faction number 2, send me money. That is the main reason why realtor wholesalers will teach you is, so my agenda is to send me deals, and then the other ones are send me money. Those are the 2 main agendas you're going to find. Now, a lot of people can say whatever you're going to say about me, but you cannot deny that my main funnel is to send me wholesaling deals. And the main funnel for realtor wholesalers is to send me money. Give me your credit card information number. These are the main 2 things. So that's my agenda. Learn wholesaling for free, get so good at it, you start sending me really good deals. I believe, and this is my quotations here, you do not need money to get started in wholesaling. That's it. You do not need money to get started wholesaling real estate. Let's make this very, very clear. You do not need money to get started wholesaling real estate. That is my agenda, and that is one of my main beliefs. Now, if you go to the other agenda in wholesaling real estate, you are told that wholesaling is banned. You have to go be a realtor. You have to buy my realtor wholesaling package. You have to buy my realtor wholesaling course and or my new marketing package, which is $10,000 a month, because you're a realtor now and you can only do realtor marketing. Online marketing, right? That's $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. So that is kind of where we're at in this business right now. In 2023, quote, this is not my quote, but many people have quoted that wholesaling has had massive regulations. Wholesaling is banned in all these states, and everyone became a pseudo lawyer. I'll be honest with you, I am a guy that looks at the numbers. And ever since these, quote, massive regulations, which I said wouldn't really affect anything because they don't ban the assignment and they don't really stop you, what happened? Well, more wholesalers than ever are doing wholesaling deals. I know it's a shocking statement, but more wholesalers than ever are doing deals. And it's crazy to me, but it is the complete dang truth that since 2023, since all these laws that people have been saying are stop wholesaling, more people are doing deals than ever. Why is this? Because I've directed wholesalers to do 3 main things. I don't care what law gets passed. If you just do these 3 things, you're good. Number 1, use a lawyer if you're in an attorney state. And if a lawyer says you can close, close. Lawyers have different opinions. Use a title company. Do not do quick claim deeds. Don't do anything stupid, right? And if you're on my YouTube channel, flip their channel, the Zach Ginn channel, Rick Ginn channel, whatever channel you watch this on, you have found ever since I've been wholesaling, I've known this, but for 5 years on this channel, I've been telling people about this, but like, just use a title company. If you use a title company, everything's going to be pretty clean and you're going to be good. There's going to be lawyers at the title company. And most probably just follow the law. Read the law yourself. Don't have an influencer tell you what the law is. Actually read it yourself. I promise you that I'm not a lawyer and nobody telling you about wholesaling is a lawyer. So read the law yourself. When you read the law, wait, this influencer told me it was illegal, but they left out this one clause in the law, this whole paragraph saying that I could wholesale, but they left it out on purpose. But I went and looked at the law myself and I read it. That's crazy. I see that happen a lot. So if you're stuck in faction number 2, you think wholesaling sucks, you think everything's illegal, and you must become a realtor. You are told that you have to spend $5,000 to be a real player in the game. To just get started, you need to spend $5,000, or you're just a broke loser who's never going to amount to anything. That is what I directly see when people talk to you about wholesaling, that you're a broke loser if you're not spending $5,000 a month. Now, I've never been a loser, but I've been broke. And I can tell you, I did not have $5,000 a month to start on a marketing budget. I started with $300. I think Rick started with $500. You really don't need any money to get started in wholesaling. You don't need all this cash. You don't need any of this stuff. I think a lot of people tell you that you need all this money to get started. Telling you the truth is you're not, okay? Like, you don't need any money to get started. And I've always been a proponent of this. Now, this is the main reason why I have a lot of followers on a lot of social media channels, not because I think I am like the foremost authority on how laws work and like, oh, I'm the most professional. I'm the only guy that's going to show you how to make a stupid amount of money with no money at all at any age. And like, that's it. I don't discriminate. I don't care what you look like, what you sound like, where you're from, or like how tall you are, right? The only thing I ever ask for you is to put the effort in. The gold is there. Go and find it. And for the past 5 years, I've helped a lot of people get rich wholesaling. There's not been one person that has produced more successful people in wholesaling real estate than me and Rick. That's because I'm the only one that I'll actually teach you for free. I'm just being honest with you, okay? I mean, find somebody who's going to teach you how to fill out a contract in 2025. Not one person, except for me and Rick usually. So I can tell you right now that the only reason that people watch me is because I get the results and I'm not going to charge you for it. Now, I will tell you, wholesaling real estate will work for you if you do not become a little crybaby and you just go after it. Guys, the gold is there. You just got to go after it. I do not want your money. I want your effort. That is all I'm asking for you. So if you want to get started wholesaling real estate in 2025, I know you can do it. But the only way you're going to do it is if you believe in yourself and you know it's actually possible, right? So what is the answer? How do you get there? Well, let me tell you my faction 1. Let me tell you what I believe your path of freedom is to money, to making $25,000 the next month, no money at all. Let's say you have $0 at all, okay? You have nothing. You have literally zero. I believe you have a path of freedom. If you are broke right now, if you're living in your mom's basement, if you're living on your buddy's couch, I believe if you're broke and you have no money, I believe in my heart that you can make $25,000 in 30 days. I know for a fact that you can do it because I see it every single day. That's right. Every single day, I help somebody get their first wholesaling real estate deal. Every single day. I get DMs. I got multiple DMs every day. Zach, I made $20,000, changed my life. Guys, go on my Discord, go on my Facebook group, go to all these areas that I teach wholesaling for free, all my free communities. Everyone on a daily basis, Zach, I got my first deal, changed my life. This is because what I teach you has been done for hundreds of years. I'm not teaching you new information. I'm just giving you the keys to success. The gold is there. You just have to find it. So yes, wholesaling real estate is 100% worth it in 2025. But what is your path to freedom? How are you actually going to get rich? Well, let me tell you exactly how to do it. Number 1, you're going to have to learn wholesaling real estate for free. You are on the Flip with Rick channel, you're on the Zach, whatever channel you're watching this on, you are at the right place. You're learning wholesaling real estate for free. So first and foremost, subscribe to the YouTube channels. That is number one. Get the most important information. Get everything I teach, guys. That is the best way by far to go out here and do it. Now, number two, and this is really, really important. So let's keep this number one. You're going to have to join my free wholesaling course. Oh, he's selling something. Guys, I'm not selling you anything. Okay? There's not one sales thing in freewholesaling.com. You just got to go and learn wholesaling real estate for free. I do not have hundreds of hours to dedicate to teaching you wholesaling real estate right now. Okay? I got a live stream right now. I got plenty of money. I have enough money in the bank where I don't need to be selling you a mentorship course, but I do not have the time. But I did make a free course that took me a lot of hours to do. It's called freewholesaling.com. Let me show what happens when you join freewholesaling.com. Okay? Let me show you exactly what happens when you join freewholesaling.com. Okay? So you join freewholesaling.com. This is my free school community. We actually call it freewholesaling.com 2.0. But this is it. It's called Wholesaling Real Estate. It's school.com/wholesaling. If you go to freewholesaling.com, it brings you to join the free school community. You just join it, right? All you have to do is go here to Classroom, and boom, my entire wholesaling real estate course is here. You will learn wholesaling 101, marketing, ARV acquisitions, dispo, all this fun stuff. Heck, I tell everyone, just go to success stories right here. If you don't even want to go through the course, go to success stories right here. What you're going to find are all these people that I've interviewed. Okay. Here's Jonathan. I don't know why Jonathan's on here. He made $100,000 in a month learning from freewholesaling.com. Think about that for a second. Then you're going to be able to watch all the live streams we do. Literally, I got a live stream today, live stream yesterday. There's a live stream pretty much every single day. Public live streams are on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Come on, 5 times a week, we're going to teach you wholesaling real estate. You are able to chat and make posts and comment and saying what's going on. You can message other people. It is insane value. And this is all completely for free. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Well, first of all, this community is, first I got the courses in here. I want everyone to understand. Here's day one, okay? I want to understand that I actually did a plus live event, okay? I don't want to get in the whole thing here, but I released day one and day two of my live event that I did. This is over 8 hours of a 2-day live event that I did where I just taught people how to make their first 100K wholesaling. People flew from across the country to go see me in person and learn from me and network with others that I'm just giving to you guys absolutely for free. So it is absolutely amazing. It is freewholesaling.com. That is the first 2 videos in the course of the entire thing. The entire thing is here, right? The entire thing is there. So go there and learn wholesaling real estate. Number one, absolutely for free. Freewholesaling.com will teach you how to wholesale real estate completely for free. Contracts, downloads, all this is in there. It's crazy to me that I'm the only one, and I will tell you this, and this is no ego in play. I'm just telling you facts, and I know it sounds like bragging, but it's not bragging. I'm the only person in the wholesaling real estate space, me and Rick, I guess we're considered one, the Ginns, I don't know. The only ones that teach you wholesaling real estate for free. For example, if you want to learn how to sign it, if someone gives you a contract, are they going to do a video showing you how to sign the contract or update it at least? No, ain't going to happen. If you want a free wholesaling course, there's not one. Maybe it's got one video on marketing. I had this one guy, he had a free wholesaling community on school. I loved it. He actually stole all of my information, and I've talked about this before, but he had a 30-minute, his education on wholesaling, his free course was a 30-minute video on wholesaling. How to find a deal, what is wholesaling, how to close a deal, and how to sell the deal all in 30 minutes. Most hilarious thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Most hilarious thing and I update the course every single week. So we change videos, we update all that stuff. But just telling you, number one, learn wholesaling real estate for free. So you ever wonder why, Zach, why do you have 250,000 followers on Instagram? It's because I teach people how to wholesale for free and I make a ton of money doing it and people follow me. Pretty simple, right? Number two, okay, now we learn how to wholesale real estate for free. You're gonna learn all the information, you're gonna learn where to find deals, all the stuff. It's over 100 hours. It's hundreds of hours to go through the course. I know. That's a lot. That is a lot. But you're going to learn like 40 or 50 people's stories who have made over $100,000 in past year learning wholesaling.com. I got to interview way more people, but like you're going to see all this stuff, and you're going to get the most intense education on how to wholesale real estate with no money at all, completely for free. Then you're going to meet a community of other people doing it, right? Number two, what you're going to do is you are going to pull a list or get some data points. Now, realtor wholesalers are actually not allowed to actually do this anymore, which we'll talk about later in this video. But it's actually true. They're actually not allowed to do most of the stuff anymore, but we'll tell you about it, right? But number one, pulling a government list. Teach you how to do it. Pre-foreclosures, fire damage properties, water shutoffs, arrest records, all these things, right? You can do that. You can drive for dollars, get in your car, look for an ugly house, get it going, right? Simple. You can pull a list of homeowners that are motivated, right? So you can pull like a vacant list. You can pull a high equity list or an AI stacked list, or like on a paid software, right? You can do that. You can post digital bandit signs, which is just going out here in Facebook groups or going out here on Craigslist and making, hey, me and my partner looking to buy a couple more houses in the area for cash. You can do reverse routing for dollars, put sticky notes on houses. Hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. All these different things you can do. Then from there, when you pull that information, I do have something that is very expensive, but I am giving you guys a gift, which is once you pull these lists, I'm telling everyone, go to xleads.com. Yes, that is my software. Oh, yeah, there he is. Guys, I got so sick of doing affiliates that I just made my own wholesaling software because none of the software companies decided to actually follow my demands. I had one demand where I said, hey, why don't you make the best disposition software possible? And the software company said no. So I decided, screw it, I'll make my own software company. So that is why I made XLeads. Now, I didn't make XLeads because I'm trying, blah, blah, blah. You say whatever you want about it, but I have no affiliates anymore. I just have a software company. But the reason why I did it is because I want to give people free skip traces. No software company would allow this because you lose a stupid amount of money doing this. But I don't really care because I make millions and millions of dollars wholesaling. I can afford to make no money on the software. I just want to help the people out. It's $49 a month for XLeads. That's why it's like, it's actually I think it's one of the top 5 largest wholesaling software companies in wholesaling real estate. And we're only like 5 months old. It's crazy. But basically, don't even sign up for XLeads. Like, I don't even want you to pay for XLeads. Okay. Like, unless you really want to. Just go to xleads.com, click the basic plan. You'll be on a 7-day free trial. The only reason I'm telling that is because once you're on the 7-day free trial, you're going to be able to export 1,000 free skip traces. You can batch out your government list, whatever, your drawing for dollars list. Just go in there, get the free trial, email billing@xleads.com to cancel it on the 6th day or the 5th day. I'm the CEO. I'm the founder of that software company. So everyone has to answer to me and Rick. I am telling you to go to XLeads and then cancel 5 days later. No other CEO guy is going to tell you to do this. It's against any other affiliate agreement to say that. So I can say whatever I want, whatever, and just cancel. I don't care. But just get your 1,000 free skip traces. That is it. You get 1,000 free skips on me for free. xleads.com. So that's my gift to the wholesaling community too. You get 1,000. Okay, just FYI. All right, that's it. So try it all for free. That's it. No one's going to tell you about that because I have no affiliate agreements. You can't promote the software because it's got so many people on it. Like it's guys, to give away 1,000 free skip trade. No other software that does that, right? So once you do that, you get to work. That is it. So yes. Oh, Zach says agenda. He's talking about software. It's giving you free skip traces. I've literally showed you how to cancel. I told you to cancel it. Okay. I could care less. I just want you to get your 1,000 free skips. But we got to track who I give the skips out. So that's why you got to put your information there, but whatever. Okay. Then number 4, the most important part, get to work. Guys, I've given you a shovel. I've given you a pickaxe. I've given you 1,000 free skip traces. I don't know what else you need to get rich wholesaling houses anymore. This is it. So yes, get to work. Get your butt to go out here and get rich. Guys, your family is counting on you. Your mom is counting on you. Your girlfriend's counting on you. Your kids are counting on you. Guys, you have no excuse not to go out here and not get rich wholesaling. Guys, I just given you a path right here to learn wholesaling for free and then have free skip tracing. You have a free dialer, Google Voice. Everything is free that I'm teaching you to run up a bag, make 25, 30 grand. What else are you waiting for? Are you waiting for the sign? Hey, buddy, this is the sign. So get to stinking work. This is it. Now, the thing is, if you're a realtor, if you're a licensed real estate agent, you actually, half the things I said you can't do because you're a realtor. Now you have a broker daddy. Now you got all these terrible things. So now you have to answer to the real estate board when it comes to doing anything. Yeah, and your broker daddy. So yeah, just understand that. Get to work. Also, I want everyone to be in my free wholesaling community. If we'll talk about faction number 2 and what they want, but faction number 2 wants you to be in a paid community of $10, $12, $14,000. Now, I do have a paid community. It is Flip With Her Plus. It's a school group. But the reason I have that free community, that paid community is actually technically a free community, by the way. If you do a JV deal with me, I let you in the community for free. So the point of that community is to push people to send me JV deals, FYI. And everyone that's done a JV deal with me in a year, after a year, they have to go send me another deal or they get kicked out of the community or they have to go pay to join it, right? That is it. Pretty quick, pretty simple. So be in the free communities that I have. So literally, I have three free communities now. I have ZachDiscord.com, which is my Discord. It's completely for free. I think we got 14,000 people in there. So ZachDiscord.com, that is completely for free. Costs no money at all. That's it. That's it. Simple as that, right? So be in the free community. All right. So go to ZachDiscord.com, join my Discord completely for free. Number 2, let's make this very clear. Now, their second free community is the school group. So freewholesaling.com, you're another community. You get the classroom, you get all these things. And number 1, I guess Flip Her Plus, just send me a JV deal and then you get in there for free, right? Then you can actually meet me in person. Pretty cool. But what's faction 2 wanting you to do? Now, how do you know about faction 1 versus 2? Well, it's pretty easy. This is what you're going to learn. Now, some of these are called gurus. Some of these are not gurus, but these are realtor wholesalers usually put you through this funnel. Number 1, learn a little bit about wholesaling, but not enough. Here's a contract, but I'm not going to show you how to fill it out. Here is a worksheet, but I'm not going to tell you to fill it out. This is a cold calling script, but I'm not going to tell you how to pull the list, right? That is faction number 2. Hey, oh, wow, you're struggling? Join my mentorship call. We'll solve everything for you. Well, actually, I'll show you how to really do it. What I showed is kind of half of what it is. I know it's so confusing out there. What you've learned on these factions is they confuse you on purpose, and they break your leg, and then they sell you the solution to the broken leg, right? They give you food poisoning, and then they sell you the antidote, right? That's what a lot of these faction 2, I'm going to say, right? But yeah, they're all $12,000 credit card mentorship programs, and tell me if I'm lying. I'm not lying on here, and it's really sad that a lot of people think that I'm like being crazy, but like I'm not being crazy. Like it's insane the amount of money people actually want to take from you. It's utterly embarrassing, actually. And then they tell you let me tell you the truth. Once you pay the 12 grand, once you pay the $10,000, the $7,000, all these things, you're then told inside the mentorship, because you paid 12 grand, there's a sunk cost basis, right? You need to spend $5,000 a month to actually do this program. You're like, wait, what? Yeah, you have to spend $5,000 a month because you're a realtor now, buddy. And realtors can't cold call. Realtors can't text blast anymore. There's all this case law saying if you're a realtor, you can't text or you can't call. If they're accidentally on the DNC list and it's not scrubbed, you're screwed. Now, us wholesalers who are not licensed are actually legally allowed to cold call the DNC list based on the FCC recommendations. And there's plenty of case law that have shown that we're good to go, which I'm actually going to show you the case law today because I'm not a scared little baby. But yes, spend $5,000 to get leads. That's what they tell you. Do SEO or PPC or PPL, and that's what you have to do to become successful. Then hopefully you close the lead. Spend $5,000. Hopefully you close the lead, right? Then from there, you might lose 20 grand. And then we'll just block you, F you, you're just a failure. You didn't want to work hard enough. And, you're done. Or you make 20 grand and we put you on a testimonial call. And yeah, self-proclaimed realtor wholesalers have claimed a 95% failure rate in their mentorship systems. So just understand that for a second. So you're telling me there's a 95% chance that if I spend 18 grand with you, that I'm going to fail. Wow. Crazy. Because you can only be in these programs for 3 months. You can only be in these programs for 6 months or maybe a year. So you only have a year to do it. Why does freewheeling.com work so well? Well, some people, it takes them 2 years. But when they get that deal, then deal 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 comes around. And so that's the craziest parts about this wholesaling real estate split going on between faction 1 and 2. And you're seeing the split going harder and harder and harder. Hey, only go on the MLS, only do on-market wholesaling, only do this, and this. There are some really cool players in the realtor wholesaling space. I do want to give people shout outs, right? There are people that are not gurus when it comes to the realtor wholesaling, but there are some bad apples, right? I will tell you that their goal is to just take her 15 grand. You lose out. Now we got the new generation coming in, and we just churn the next generation over and over and over and over. Guys, these wholesaling gurus, they're losing touch with reality. They're losing the pulse on the wholesaling community. They're losing the pulse on what actually wholesaling's all about, which is making a lot of money really quickly with practically no risk or no money at all. And it is like you can make life-changing money really quick with the power of finding discounted properties. That's what wholesaling real estate is. That is what got me excited to start wholesaling when I was 17 years old. When I was a teenager, before I graduated high school, I made $100,000, all because of the power of finding a discounted property and selling that contract to a rich landlord, house flipper, cash buyer for $25,000, $30,000 a pop. So just understand this, that has always been the magical powers of wholesaling for me. I've never lost touch with that reality, but these gurus have lost all touch with the reality of what it's like getting started, right? It's a lot different game than when I got started, but the success and the ultimate goal has always been the same. And so what do I think? I truly believe in my heart, anybody and everybody can make 20 grand in the next 30 days by wholesaling houses. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you sound like. What I love wholesaling real estate so much is it doesn't discriminate. Actually, no, it does discriminate. Wholesaling real estate does not discriminate who can become successful. It discriminates the ones that will become successful or not successful on one thing. So wholesaling real estate doesn't care if you're a felon. It doesn't care if you've had a bad past. It doesn't care if you're a single mom. It doesn't care if you're a single dad. It doesn't care if you're an 18-year-old kid. It doesn't care if you're 70 years old. Wholesaling real estate only cares about one thing. Are you able to work? And if you're willing to work hard, wholesaling real estate will handsomely reward you. If you are a bum that wants to complain about the world and cry about how everything's terrible and you have no shot and the whole world's against you, then wholesaling will discriminate against you and you will not do well. It is, what do they call it? Meritocracy, right? The people that work the hardest, the people that work the smartest, the people that are wanting it the most, get it. So wholesaling real estate does not discriminate against you about who you are, what your education level, or any of this stuff. Wholesaling real estate only discriminates if you want it the most. Now, we talk about being a realtor, a real estate agent. Ooh, guys, is being a real estate agent discriminatory? Will the real estate board discriminate against you if you want to be a realtor? Yes or no? Is a big fat yes. Guys, I got my first wholesaling real estate deal at 17 years old. I did not have a high school diploma because I was in high school. I could have never made money being a realtor when I got started in this business. You know why? Because I was discriminated against my age. It's insane. I think one of the most tragic and terrible, by far, one of the most insane things that I've ever seen in the United States system, the system of entrepreneurship or business, whatever, is how some of these industries will go out here and discriminate somebody because of their past. Now, I truly believe there are some heinous crimes that can never be forgiven. And I'm saying this as a loving guy, not acceptable, okay? So as long as you're not one of those ditties, you're pretty much good to go. So for example, there are people with bad pasts. There are people who have had situations with substances and things like this that have completely turned their lives around and are good people of society. There are people that have had bad pasts that have changed and have become better and have completely altered their entire lives. There's people that I look up to that are felons, right? It's not a bad it's not you're not a terrible person because you've done something bad in the past. Now there are people that have done bad stuff in the past that are still terrible people, but I don't think because you've made a mistake that should haunt you the rest of your life on certain crimes, right? I mean, there's obviously crimes I think we understand that are not forgivable and terrible. But if you, for example, had substance issues in the past as a younger man, and that was 20 years ago, and you've completely made a change, and I have a family, you're good to go. I don't think you should be punished if you have been clean and you've helped people and been a good citizen of your community for 15, 20, 30 years, right? The thing is, real estate boards and real estate agents think so. They think if you're a felon, that you should never be able to have the opportunity to make money in real estate. And I believe it's a case by case basis, right? There are people that have had bad pasts that are still bad, and people that have bad pasts that are good now, right? I think we all can understand this, right? But I don't think it's for me to judge or for me to decide. The thing about this is the real estate board and real estate agents, they don't want you to make money in real estate if you've had a bad past. And it's absolutely insane to me. Like, it is absolutely insane to me. Being a realtor, you're discriminated against if you do not have a high school diploma. I don't believe having a high school diploma makes you good or bad in real estate, right? There are people that don't have a high school diploma that are insane, way more smart than me, right? And this is someone who has a college degree, right? So I just want to understand that, like, being a real estate agent, you're discriminated against your past, your education, all that. I call it discrimination, right? But like, that's what it is. And you can be mad at me for all you want, but like, you are being judged upon based on your education, which education is a very, very finicky thing because you can get educated online and be literally a doctorate of history if you go read through everything and research. It's crazy, right? But one thing I will tell you is my faction of wholesaling, we don't care what your past has been. We don't care where you've been or what you've done in most cases, right? We just want you to know that if you want to work hard, you can make a change in your life. And if you've had a bad past, you can make a change, right? Actors aren't discriminated against about their past, right? Robert Downey Jr. was a felon, right? He's completely changed his life around and he's able to get rich being an actor. Can you imagine the actors don't let anyone who's ever been arrested? Think of all these actors who've been arrested, right? It's bad timing. But basically, but like, just think about that, right? And so I believe that anybody and anyone can get rich wholesaling real estate. Gurus only ask for your credit card. Really understand this. If you are wanting to get rich in wholesaling and you ask a guru, how do I get rich? Their answer, credit card, please. That's what they're told. You have to be in the paid community. You have to pay money. And this is not me taking a shot. This is just me telling the dang truth. Me, I only ask for you to believe in yourself. So either gurus ask for your credit card, I ask for you to believe in yourself. That is it. That is where we're at in wholesaling real estate in 2025. It is insane to me. It is completely insane. Now, there's two other things that I think everyone needs to know before they make the decision to get into wholesaling real estate or not. Okay? The two main things, and I'll call it my 2025 update. Okay? So there is a 2025 update I think people should probably know about when it comes to getting into wholesaling real estate. Now, a lot of people have asked me, Zach, and I don't know why I got so many DMs last night, but they said, Zach, people are saying that you think that being a realtor is bad and all these things. And I'm like, well, I'm not wrong. And they're like, well, you're lying out of your teeth. Actually, being a realtor is the only thing you should do. And I'm like, really? So I'll be honest with you. If you are looking to cold call or text, case law has basically made it banned for you to do that stuff. Now, let me be clear with you, and actually let me show you the actual truth about this. So I did a video this year about this, and it got a lot of views, which is really nice. But there's also so much about it that I don't think a lot of people understand. So I made this video 2 months. Okay, let's see if I had the video for you, so you actually see what I'm talking about. But there's been case law that's actually changed the entire way we wholesale houses. So let me show you. Okay. So here's the case law that I am specifically telling you about. There we go. It is one of the biggest case laws I've reviewed was Jantz versus Home Run Offer LLC. This is CV-20-482-21. Okay, so this was in a Arizona district court in 2021. Okay, this is all case law that we actually are able to see here. Okay, so let's read this together and see if you should be a realtor or not for your marketing. All right, there's too many Zachs in the way here, but am I wearing the same?
But the summary,
okay. So I talk about this. So okay.
And so
basically, what happened was this homeowner sued this company called Home Run Offers LLC, alleging violations of TCPA, which is the Telephone Communication Protection Act, basically saying that, hey, you broke the law because you cold called me and I'm on the DNC list. This is where everyone says, oh, they all start freaking out.
Plaintiff alleged home run offer for a salary to get a
this person made 29 calls
dismissal from what the whole background, what happens, there's recorded from our offers to buyers about to go
into the
wholesale.
It's showing the applicable
Plaintiff fails to state a claim for a
applicable law about wholesale
violation under Section 2.
All this stuff. And so basically it comes down to the statute of the claim, subsection 22C7 of the TCPA, which is the law that created the DNC list, right? The plaintiff must plausibly allege that the defendant initiated telephone solicitation. So we have to define telephone solicitation. If you read here, it says the initiation of a telephone call or message for the this is the definition of DNC, for the purpose of encouraging the purchase or rental of or investment in property, goods, or services being offered. So this means you are breaking DNC law if you are encouraging goods or services and offering for them to buy that good or service. I'm not offering to buy. I'm not trying to sell you a house. I'm not encouraging you to go buy my service. I'm wholesaling. I'm looking to give you money. And this is where you, as the wholesaler, are exempt from the DNC law, according to what I'm reading here. Now, I'm not a lawyer. Talk to a lawyer before you do anything. That is my disclosure. Always talk to lawyers before you tie your shoelace. That's what I always say. But basically,
not trying to bore you to death.
They told the plaintiff, hey, you have to prove that this person is breaking DNC law, specifically that
solicitation or telemarketing under 2.
All right.
Solicitation.
I'm trying to go through this.
So basically, targets the urgent
law
of encouragement.
I really
that directly advertise not include as the plaintiff is,
and then boom, the plaintiff failed. Defendants
failing to extend that.
So let's
order defendant's motion.
It is ordered that the defendant's motion to dismiss is granted in part and denied in part. The motion is granted to extend the claims without leave. The motions granted to extend against are dismissed. So basically, what they did was when granting the motion to dismiss, the court is generally required to grant a plaintiff leave to commend. Blah 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 blah. Let's see here. Not incorporate the Second Amendment. Blah 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 blah. Without prejudice. Yeah. So if you see here, the plaintiff failed to state the claim of liability because of that. And so basically, what that means is you can read the case law yourself, but pretty much, because they couldn't sell a service, they're pretty much good to go. Now, if you're a realtor, so I actually showed in that video, I think I pasted it in there for you guys. Let me paste it one more time. I actually showed case law in there too, if you want to watch that video, that another guy actually had the same type of lawsuit, but the judge was in the plaintiff's favor. You know why the judge ruled for the plaintiff who got cold called? Because the man wasn't looking to sell a service or a good, but he was only looking to buy the guy's house. But guess what the judge said in that case law, which we showed in that video? Are you ready? Because you're a licensed real estate agent, if the person did not want to go with your offer, you could have, and you had the ability to sell a real estate service because you're a licensed real estate agent. So technically, according to that case law, which is in the beautiful state of Arizona,
If you are a real estate agent, a licensed real estate professional, licensed real estate agent, you technically could sell a guy a service and you're a licensed realtor. So you are privy to the DNC law, which means if you cold call as a realtor, you can't call the DNC list. And if you do, you can be sued. You're liable for a lawsuit because you technically could sell a good or service because you're a licensed real estate agent and you're talking about real estate, right? Crazy. But me as a non-licensed real estate agent, there's no way I could even sell. There's no plot. It's like football, right? When a guy gets a pass interference call and the ball is so far over, it's like, that's an uncatchable ball. So that penalty is null and void. Same thing with me. When I call you and it's a quote, they think it's a DNC violation, there's no possible way that I could have sold you a real estate service. You know why? Because I'm not a realtor. I can't even list your property. So the only possible thing I could have done was buy your house. So this is why I tell you, do not be a real estate agent for wholesaling. Do not get your license for wholesaling real estate. That's probably one of the worst possible things you can do. So case law has shown that you can't cold call or text as a realtor. Non-realtors are not protected. This is why most real estate agent wholesaling guys and gals have said don't cold call anymore, because they think everybody who's into wholesaling is a real estate agent. They actually legit in their mind, it's crazy. They think everyone's a real estate agent just like them. That's how out of touch of reality some of these people are. You've seen people in Washington, D.C. who are out of touch of reality, right? On both sides of the table, right? You see actors who are out of touch of what the real world's like. And these real estate gurus are out of touch of about what wholesaling's like. They think everyone's a licensed real estate agent. It's crazy to me. It's insane. And not even talking about the thousands of dollars you have to spend to be a real estate agent and the liability insurance and all these things. So just being honest with you, what is my honest review of wholesaling real estate? I've made tens and tens and tens of millions of dollars in assignment fees wholesaling real estate. And I will continue to keep doing that. And I'll continue to keep helping 18, 19, and 20-year-olds become millionaires through the power of wholesaling real estate without a real estate license. Because as of this video, it's completely legal and accessible. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, wholesaling real estate is one of the greatest ways to make money in 2025. Think about it. You can do a Shopify store, spend $5,000, do day trading, spend $10,000 doing that. Any other get rich quick scheme in hustle culture is all about spend $5,000 on Shopify, drop shipping stores, Amazon FBA, all that stupid stuff. But the only side hustle, the only hustle culture thing for young men and women to get a lot of money quick as a teenager, especially when you're 18 or 19, is spend no money at all, drive around, look for ugly house, call them up, write the contract, sell that contract to a rich landlord house flipper, and make $25,000 in a month with no money out of pocket. So just being honest with you, like, that's wholesaling houses, baby. So that's it. And so, yes, wholesaling real estate is the greatest thing you could possibly be doing. I think of anybody out here to get rich really quick in real estate. So guys, go to freewholesaling.com. It's my free real estate wholesaling course. I'll teach you how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. Now, if you have any questions, let me answer them. Let me see what's going on, because I know I said some crazy things about it, right? I know I talked my talk, but I'm not talking my talk to be nuts or to be out of touch or to say anything crazy. But like, guys, if you have no money at all, wholesaling real estate is the path. It is the only path for you. It is the only way for you to start becoming successful. So let me answer some questions. So let's see here. All right, let's get it going. Oh, let's see. Day trading takes about 4 years. So it's crazy, man. Don't do it. But yeah, guys, I actually have that free school community. It's pretty cool. Now, freewholesaling.com is freewholesaling.com 2.0, which got moved to the school community. So it's pretty dang cool. So you had to put your email in to get the free course. Now you just put your email in to get the course and you get the community. So I looked at how fast it is. It takes about, you got to put your name in for the community, but pretty much it takes 10 seconds to sign up for freewholesaling.com and it costs no money. So yeah, pretty dang cool. Rio says, what's the best site to look up houses? Honestly, no money at all. I'd go to ZillowRealtor.com. If you had money, I would go to XLeads. That's pretty much it. how did you get your foot in the door? I got my foot in the door by doing bandit signs. So those We Buy Ugly Houses signs. That's what I did. All right, let's get some cool questions. If you want to do a one-on-one with me, I hop a StreamYard link. Let me hop the StreamYard link in. And good to go. If you're watching this on TikTok, go to the Flip with Eric YouTube channel. That is where the cool people are. Here's the StreamYard link if you hop on and talk to me for free. Let's see here. Let's see here. Actually, let me see some other questions here. There is no knowledge that is power. That's why these gurus charge you before saying anything. There is no knowledge that is power. I don't even know what that means. There is no knowledge that is power. Oh, there's no knowledge that is power. I mean, knowledge is power. So knowing what to do is, and that's why if you took all my money away from me, I could easily make $100 grand next month because I have the knowledge. It's not even that I don't need the power, right? So yeah. Tony Stark is one of the actors that changed lives you're on. Yes, that's Robert Downey Jr. Tell you that. Rick, I'm not Rick, I'm Zach, by the way. Know the difference. If you're on this channel, know the difference. I'm Zach. Rick's my dad. Zach, show me step by step how to find the ARV because every time I come up with ARV, it's always close to the current value as is. So, yeah, you're probably a little off on there. So one thing I will tell you, I know it sounds crazy, but like, let me show you. So just go to freewholesaling.com. All right, right here. Okay, go to the free wholesaling course. Go to classroom. Go to ARV. And then go through the entire ARV course. I don't know what else to tell you here. That's the fastest way to be doing it, by the way. I could tell you didn't go through the course. Not a shot at you. I'm just saying, like, I could tell you didn't go through it. The best way to find ARV is to find comparables that are nice and already set up and done for you. That's the best way I can tell you to do it from there. Let's see. I paid $1,000 for mentorship in April and I low-key got ghosted. I mean, that's what's going to happen, dude. Or not dude, Hetsy. I mean, you got to remember, like, if someone's going to charge you $1,000, they had to at least make some money in wholesaling, right? So what I've personally found is the amount of people actually making money in real estate wholesaling. I'll be honest with you, like, they're not charging you $1,000. They're charging you nothing or they're charging you a stupid amount of money. The problem is most wholesalers, they go out here and they make no money at all. Okay. They make no money at all and they're trying to charge you $1,000 course. So the thing about this is if you have no money at all, just learn for free. Let's see here. Bro, what software do I use to wholesale vacant land? I get everything else, but I just need software for vacant land in Texas. Bro, just go to X Leads. You get 1,000 free skip traces. It is connected to the MLS. It is connected to everything non-disclosure. So I don't know what to tell you here, David, but like, I mean, why are you asking what software? You already know what software to use. Go to xleads.com. It's the cheapest one. It has the best data. It's got free unlimited skip tracing. You have ninja mode. You have your own Go high level system inside of it absolutely for free. I don't know what else you want, my guy. E-signing, all this. Just go to xleads.com. Free unlimited skip tracing. It's all in there. Boom. Let's see here. So I don't know how to skip. So if you know how to skip on the free XLeads trial, I'd literally just go to the XLeads YouTube channel and show you how to do it step by step in there. And you'll be pretty much good to go to click download. I would go to xleads.com. The first video is a video of me and I show you how to skip trace for free in there. You just add the lead in, go to download, put lead trace, boom, skip traced in there. Let's see. So RJ, you actually got a lot. That's actually a pretty dang good question, RJ. So I just opened up my account for X Leads in school. I'm on my next steps. Is it possible to speak with a mentor to help walk through with me? So I think this is a main problem a lot of people have. I'll be completely honest with you. Okay. RJ. The thing about it, man, is like I'm not going to hop on a personal call with you. I make way too much money wholesaling to do it. Now, it's kind of ironic the guy that can help you the most can't do it, right? It's terrible, right? Okay, well, can Rick hop on a personal cell phone call with you all the time? Well, the problem is, and the biggest issue I've seen is because my information is so good and I've helped so many people that a lot of people follow me. So can I afford to do 1,000 one-on-one calls for an hour straight with every single person? No, there's literally not enough time in the day. So unfortunately, I can't do that. The only way you're going to be able to have someone walk through you is if you actually are able to have a good deal. So you have to bring value to the equation here. So for example, if you want to have your hand held by me, right, on a wholesale deal, I would probably charge you, and I kid you not, to do 2 hours for me, right? If I was a guru, I would charge you probably $10,000-$15,000 2 hours of my time if I wanted to educate you because it's a business or whatever, right? Now, that's like average guru stuff, right? I make way too much. I'm gonna say this the least arrogant way possible. I would be giving you a severe discount of 2 hours of my time, like just charging you 10 grand for that, right? I'm being completely honest. I'm saying that in the nicest way possible. So I'd be stupid to charge you 20 grand for an hour of my time because that's like my time's worth way more than that. So what I would do instead is maybe you can go provide me something that is just as valuable. Maybe a $20,000 wholesaling deal. At a $20,000 wholesaling deal that we split 50-50, I make 10, you make 10. I'm not even going to hold your hand. I would have my acquisitions team, my dispo team, and my JV team work with you, and they will mentor you on my process, and I'll overlook the deal, right, to make sure everything runs smooth. And I'll probably call you at closing for like 2 minutes, right? But like that's how you get a hold of me and my team. You got to provide $10,000 of value, and then my team walks you through the process. Not me, unfortunately. And that's basically how, if you want to deal with me. There's a lot of the people that JV with you and that do really well. The problem is if somebody is, some dude's going to DM you, bro, I'll mentor you for $500 a month. That guy clearly is not going to hit 6 figures in the year. And he's just trying to take money from you. So that's your main issue you got. No real player does one-on-one mentorship at wholesaling anymore because either they're doing too much money, and unfortunately it kind of sucks, but yeah. Unfortunately, my time is better spent actually doing wholesaling than it is talking to somebody doing it. So, but if you don't have 10 grand or 20 grand, right, you have to provide a deal. So go out here, try for dollars, find that good deal, and then you'll be good to go there. Let's see here. X Leads is $49 a month for the year. Yes. So it's $97 for the monthly. Is there any way to pay $49 per month monthly? No. Just don't get X Leads then. If you can't afford the X Leads, then it's completely fine. Just drive for dollars by yourself and pull the government lists, cold call, Google Voice, True People Search, cyber background checks. That's pretty much it. And then once you get a deal, then get X Leads. I think it's pretty simple. So unknown says I'm 17, high school senior. I need to know what's the right steps. Freewholesaling.com. Simple as that. So a lot of these answers are freewholesaling.com. Let's see. Let's see. Nate says, your first big check, how much was it? So my first big check was about 20, I think it was like 21, 22 grand, right? And that was at 17 years old. Yes, it did feel really good to make $22,000 at 17. It's a high that you probably don't feel, you don't really beat that high too much. It's pretty dang cool. What made you decide to teach people about wholesaling to fight the gurus? That's a good question. I think I initially got onto YouTube just for vlogging because I just liked sharing my story. I liked cameras and stuff like that. That was kind of cool. And basically, I started like trying to do JV deals with people, right? And not really JVs, but like I started talking to like I started joining Facebook groups and started talking to people, and I was just getting berated by people on the internet. And I was 19 years old, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're a kid. You're not making that much money wholesale." And I honestly, I was in those Facebook groups, and I just kept getting berated by like older people, like people 50, 60 years old. They're like, "Dude, you did not make 40 grand this month. Like you did not make 60 grand on the wholesaling deal. Stop lying." And I just kept getting berated. And I kind of just said one day, like, F this, man. I I took my phone and I recorded myself going to a title company and picking up a $50,000 check. And I just went on YouTube. I said, "Hey, I'm 19 years old. I just made $50,000 wholesaling a house, and this is how I did it." And then I just started recording myself wholesaling because I thought, hey, it'd be kind of cool. I can show my kids this when I start. Like this is when I was a teenager wholesaling. And I said, this was what, in the future, right? Dad's like, and then I'm like, when I'm 30, I can go back and like, wow, that's how I started wholesaling. That's so cool. And I thought it'd be really cool to do that. And eventually it turns out I was the first YouTuber at 19. I was the first teenager on YouTube to just show checks wholesaling. And then as people just started following more and more, and the thing just kind of blew up like crazy. And and then I made a free wholesaling course, and then people started sending me JV deals. Well, I made a free wholesaling course because I was like, dude, I am so sick of repeating. What should you say when you cold call? I'm like, dude, I've repeated myself 100 times. So I said, I'm going to make a course. And so when somebody says, okay, when somebody has a question, how do I cold call? I say, just go to the free course. And then I don't have to repeat myself because it's kind of annoying. And that's how the free course was made. And then things just got kind of crazy from there. And yeah, my life's never been the same since then. So that's how I got my start on YouTube, on real estate wholesaling, because honestly, a lot of older people are jerks to me. Yeah, pretty simple. Corey says, Zach. Corey says, why are you ignoring my question? Well, first of all, you call me Zach with a K, dude. Disrespectful. Should I call you Corey with a K? Would you like that? That's what I thought. Zach, when doing pre-foreclosures, do you have to lock up the deal or what they owe for to get clear title? So Corey, that's clearly a question that is answered in the free course for realestate.com, but I'll answer it. You need to lock it up for below what they owe. Pretty simple. Sorry, for above what they owe. Sorry, my bad. Flipped it on you. You have to lock it up for above what they owe for like most of the time. Okay. That's pretty much it. So what I mean by that is if they owe 50 grand, you should at least lock it up for at least 55, maybe, so they at least get something. That's always the nicest thing to do. But I appreciate that, Corey with a K. Yeah, how's that feel? Let's answer some people. Here's my streamer link, guys. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, here's a streamer link. Let me post it in the comments. You'll be able to talk to me. Andrew. Hello. Earth to Andrew. There we go. What's going on, man?
Can you hear me now? Yeah, are you
yeah,
good?
You're good. I'm blessed, man. Here we go.
Hey, so I wanted to ask real quick because I'm trying to get this thing figured out. And I've been analysis paralysis for like 2 years. Honestly, I've watched every video you guys have put out and just haven't made a move because I've always just been working to support my family. I got 6 kids and I just moved them, don't have a job anymore. So I pulled code violations from Columbia County, Richmond County, Chatham County, and Clark County in Georgia. I've networked in Discord and with Luca. He's absolutely fantastic. Answers a lot of questions on the fly. And I've pulled water shutoffs, tax delinquencies. I have XLEs on the pro plan and tried to pull free foreclosures. So now I'm just doing 2 hours a day of reverse drive for dollars and 5 hours in the afternoon of cold calling. And I still don't feel like I'm gaining any traction. So I'm wondering what, and I'm using scripts. I'm doing MCTP. I'm doing all of the things, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. And I think it's a self-defeating prophecy on my own end because I'm so used to working a 40-hour a week job and getting a paycheck and coming home that I feel like I'm just too nervous to make it work.
Okay. So first and foremost, you got 6 kids, right?
Yes.
So let's not let's well, let's first and just not let's acknowledge that first. Okay. I'm not going to tell you to go like not have a job, especially when you have 6 kids and a wife, probably. So let's not sugarcoat that. Okay. You're not 18 years old, no kids, nothing. I say, oh, go all in, bro.
We had to move because of Hurricane Helene, and so now I'm on the job hunt while we moved. So I figured starting now was the best time to start.
Yeah, I agree. So let's just this is not it's wholesaling or nothing, right? So what I think you should probably be doing is wholesaling part-time while you have a job. I mean, honestly, 6 kids, I look at how to guarantee that they do well, right? So okay, where are you moving to?
All right, so we live in Columbia County, Georgia. It's in Evans. So I pulled code violations for Columbia and Richmond, Chatham and Clark, but I only got like 50 violations for each city. Clark County wanted $132. Do what now?
You moved within Augusta?
Yeah, we're right outside of Augusta. We're in the neighboring county.
Okay. So you just moved
15 minutes from Augusta. Yeah.
So why did your job change from a hurricane though?
Well, so I used to live in Screven County, which is middle of bumfuck nowhere. Like I lived on 4 acres. We were 30 minutes from any town, sort of town, and we moved into Augusta, into the city.
Okay.
So it's 2.5 hour difference. So I had to leave my job.
Gotcha. What job was it?
I was running a My Eye Doctor, actually. I was a manager. I've been retail management for almost 15 years after the Army.
For IHOP?
My Eye Doctor.
Oh, was it an eye doctor?
Yeah, I was a general manager of a eye doctor practice.
Okay. I mean, that seems like a decent job you can probably get in Augusta. I mean, people have eyes in Augusta, right? So I think you can.
Yeah,
they can find a job.
And I've been blasting my resume out, but I want to get this started because I want to spend time with my family and be financially free.
I got you. Okay, so I mean, I think you can manage an eye doctor firm and still wholesale on the side. So let's not be like this is all or nothing. But dude, if you're in Augusta, that's a great area, man. And so I would just be pulling government lists, dude. That's what I'd be doing. But for you, Mr. Now,
50 code violations total.
Well, Andrew, before you start going, I don't know where so you just said something that drove me crazy. Only 50 code violations?
Yeah.
I can flip the script so fast on you that you're going to be drowned in leads. So we can do that too. Only 50 code violations. Okay. So only 50. So cool. We got that. All right. Awesome. Let's do now all the tax delinquencies. Let's do all the probate.
Hold those.
No. We're going to go to the property appraisal. We're going to go to the tax collector and get that fresh.
Okay.
Then we're going to import into X leads, but we're going to get it fresh. Then we're going to get all the liens.
Okay.
Then we're going to get all the pre-foreclosures. Then we're going to get all the water shutoffs. Then we're going to get all the 5 days property. Then we're going to get all the arrest records.
Working on those. Requested those.
There we go.
I'm taking steps. I need a deal.
So let's do all those. You'll probably be drowned at like 600 or 700. And then we're going to drive for dollars the rest. And then we're going to put sticky notes on all those deals.
And I set my schedule up so that from 10 to 12 is driving around, sticky notes, and adding properties. And then 1 to 6 is cold calling, Monday through Friday.
Yes.
Every day.
So I don't know how you'd be analysis paralysis after that. I mean, you got too many leads.
And
then we just pull
while I was working.
Yeah,
while I was working, I watched all your videos because I was driving an hour away to work. So I was watching y'all's videos while I was driving. I was listening to it. I was doing my thing. I've talked to my wife. She's very supportive. But it's just taking that step and jumping was hard to do with kids to support. But I'm also tired of making 60 and 70,000 a year working 40, 50 hours a week salaried when I can make that in a month with the same amount of work.
I mean, nothing changes if nothing changes. Andrew, your story is the exact same one as Rick, right? So he was working his full-time job doing it too. So I think you can relate to his story probably a little better than mine. But like he had a full-time job too. He was, I think, 60, 70 hours a week. Yeah. And, it is a sacrifice, but if your wife's supportive of it, I'd say go do it. And as long as you're not a neglective father, I think you're good to go.
No.
And so that's the only thing that
I want to do this too.
Money. That's the only thing that you can't measure with money, unfortunately, is like, hey, are you still being a good dad? We don't I mean, I can't. There's no KPIs on that, so that's up to you. But as long as you're still there for the kids, I think you can clearly do that. In my opinion, man, you stop cold calling after 8, right? And those are when your kids are probably done eating and they're active, and that's when you can be in their lives the most. So, like, I think wholesaling works perfectly for this, man. You're not going to be closing deals at 8:30 at night. You could be with your kids at 8:30 at night, right? So, like, I
That's
think
why I stopped it at 6, because then we have dinner as a family, and then either we watch a movie or hang out or something together as a family every day.
there we go, man. So I think you'd be a great husband, a great father, and still be a great wholesaler. Like, I think there's enough time in the day you can do this all, man. So I think you got this, dude. Let's try to do 100 contacts a week. If your analysis paralysis, man, let's just do that.
Okay. You said something a few videos ago that's too smart for your own good, and I think that's where I'm at. And so the Discord's been awesome. Luke has been amazing. He's answered every question I've thrown at him. A couple of other people in there have sent lists, and we've talked about splitting things up. So it's been great support. It's just been, you get trapped in that corporate world.
100. There's nothing else to talk about. 100 contacts.
Okay, done.
That's
done.
it, man.
I'll jump back on next week with you or sometime soon.
All right, check in, man.
All right, I greatly appreciate it. Thanks.
Heck, dude, if you just want to post in the school community your daily accountability, that'd be great too. Hey, I did 20 contacts today. That puts my weekly total at this. That'd be great. But keep it up, Andrew. I mean, homeboy's got 6 kids. So I think he's got enough motivation to work hard. It's a lot of kids. Maybe I'm crazy. That seems like a lot of kids to me. Jay, what's going on? Jay, do you want to make money or do you want to not talk to me? All righty. Chelson? Hello? Hey, no big deal. Fine, negotiate a good deal, set to close in 14 days and assign it. You get paid at close of escrow. 160 grand. Oh my. Gary family, $160,000 in this month. Whoa. And he has 7 kids. Well, that's why you made that much money, because you have that. You're so stressed you got those many kids, man. Holy moly, man. You need to DM me on school. I want to talk to you. That's pretty cool. Samuel says, can I do virtual wholesaling? No money, no JVing. Yes, you can. Why do you not want a JV, though? I'm just kind of curious. Are you scared? Are you scared of JV? I have no idea why you don't want a JV, but okay. I mean, why don't you want a JV, bro? Are you scared? I don't know. Austin says 3 kids and closed a $15,000 deal. It's possible, not easy, but it's possible. Justin, let's go. And the moral of the story is the more kids you have, the more money you make, apparently, in wholesaling. So there we go. What AI scores? I think over 600, but I think 700 above is probably my favorite for X leads. 7 kids, man. Holy moly. Whoa, that's a lot. Let's see here. So I'm new to wholesaling. And so when you download my contract, there's a disclosure on that, right? So there's a disclosure. So I want you to send that over to the title company with the disclosure on it. And I want them to approve it also on top of that. This is all to protect me. So I'm just being honest. So yeah, if they want to change it, they can change it. That's the reason why that disclosure on there. But if you want to edit it, I think you go to Google Docs and edit the way that you want, but then it's on you if you edit it. Just saying. Let's see here. See, I read the entire law. I don't leave any stone unturned with it. A loser is defined by their decisions, not the person. Completely agree. Let's see here. Made the potato says, what do you think about wholesaling industry turning into similar drop shipping? Now, the thing about drop shipping is you had to spend 5 or 10 grand just on ads and all that stupid stuff. I'll be honest with you. I love it when people think wholesaling real estate's saturated. Let me ask you a question, Made Potato, or whatever your name is. Do you think wholesaling is more saturated now, or is it more saturated 3 years ago? I'll actually show you the actual truth. Okay. I'll show you the truth. A lot of people think wholesaling real estate is oversaturated. It's kind of crazy to me, but like, let's look at the keyword of wholesaling real estate for the past 5 years. Okay. Whoever that says wholesaling real estate saturated, it's so funny to me. This is the amount of search engine lookups of wholesaling real estate for the past 5 years. Okay. Look at this chart for an example. Okay. So wholesaling had about 29. Now it's at 13, 26, 25. So wholesaling is just as popular on the internet as it was in 2019 as now. There were levels where wholesaling was at 40, 77, in the 50s. So that means that there's twice as many wholesalers in 2021 and 2022 than there are now that are just into this business. So there's less wholesalers now than there were back then. So actually wholesaling is less saturated now than it ever really has been in years. And I don't think a lot of people look at it like, I mean, I know this for a fact, right? I just look at the amount of people, like, I look at the amount of people that are like in my market and stuff. It's about half of the peak in 2021. That's why I'm doing more. That's why I have more market share. Now, a lot of gurus look at their views, and their views, they think, oh, my views are down, there's less wholesalers. No, it's because you suck. But I look at my views have only gone up since 2021. And the only truth is because just my information is just getting better and better and better. And my community is making more money. So I can't really look at my viewership because that doesn't count. But I just look at the amount of people searching wholesaling. It's completely gone down, which means it's not saturated. You know, it kept going up and up and up and up. Yeah, that means it would be saturated. So yeah. Who do I email to cancel my XLeads account? You go to billing@xleads.com. Billing@xleads.com if you want to cancel your free trial on there. Louis says, for someone to spend a lot on software, XLeads is extreme value, and I'm not a current user affiliate. It's a no-brainer. Appreciate it, bro. There's no affiliates for XLeads, so yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see here. Awesome. Let's see. Gary said only a Facebook. Bro, go on the freewholesaling.com. Join the Skull community. It's free. All right, cool. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, let's see. All right. What's up, David? How are you, man? Awesome. Love seeing you guys in there. So, guys, you want to learn wholesaling real estate for free? I got a free course called freewholesaling.com. Let me pop it up, actually. Where is it? Let's go here. freewholesaling.com. Go there. Learn how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. I'll see you on the next live stream. Really appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the school group.